Dylan Mitchell is our special guest on this edition of Game Plan, and check this out. He's got 8 double-doubles this season. He is close to catching names like Tristan Thompson, Cam Ridley, Jared Allen, Mo Bamba, some of the best athletic bigs to play at this storied Texas basketball program. We now welcome in Dylan Mitchell. What's your reaction when you see that 8 double-doubles in that company that you're keeping right now?
I mean, that's the identity I want to have as a player. I mean, being on a list with players like that. I know me and Coach RT talk about players like Tristan Thompson, and, you know, he was a top 5 pick just based off his motor. Rebounding, you know, they didn't have to draw up plays for him. He just kind of went out there and played hard, and that's kind of the identity I want to have. Just go out there and play with a high motor, rebound, make plays for Max and be able to be there for them, get into get actions where they can get shots. But the biggest thing is just guarding, rebounding, playing with a motor. You know, that's all I care about, that and winning.
So you mentioned Tristan Thompson. For a guy that grew up in Tampa, Florida, when did Texas get on your map? When did you start following this program and learning about some of those names?
I mean, you always know about Texas. It's Texas. Yeah. It's kind of easy to say. But, you know, when I had started getting recruited by them, I think it was kind of an easy decision when I made my way down here to the 40 acres. You know, just the culture, the coaching staff, you know, the fans, the environment. It was something I want to be a part of. You know, I'm big on family. I'm big on going somewhere where my family knows that I'm with the right people. And I think when I got with RT and got with the rest of the coaching staff and even the players, you know, that was an easy decision going back home.
So what was your freshman year like, honestly? You're so far away from home. There was so much hype around you as a freshman. It was a good year. Yeah. But overall, how'd you handle everything?
You know, it was difficult a little bit. I'd say a little bit, but for me, it was just a learning process. You know, that's kind of the biggest thing it was. It was a lot for me to learn. You know, I wasn't ready. You know, coming from high school to college, it's a whole nother level.
Now, did you think it was going to be easier? Like when you first showed up, where you're like, I got this, it's always been easy?
Not like that, but not as what you think. Big 12 is different. Yeah. You know, it's the best conference in the league this year, and you know, it was difficult at first. It's real physical. So it was kind of an adjustment I had to make. I'd say being away from home was not hard. You know, I went to Mount Vert my senior year where I was, you know, about an hour and a half away from home. So that part was pretty easy. But I think, you know, coming here and, you know, after coming from high school to here, coming here with the people you're surrounded with, they make it easier for you. You know, you have everything you need here. You have the right people around you. You know, and all you have to do is stay focused, lock in. You know, the team we had last year, so much fun. Yeah. One of the best teams I've ever played with, just as far as on the court, off the court, the brotherhood we had. So, you know, it was fun. Last year was a lot of fun.
Take me through your thought process once the season ended when it comes to coming back to the University of Texas, going to the NBA.
You know, it was I wouldn't say a tough process, just a lot of thinking, a lot of learning. You know, I'm still young. You know, the NBA is not going anywhere. Whenever I'm ready to make that next decision, then it's there. So as far as, you know, speaking with RT, what my role would be, the development-wise, I mean, everything sounded and is perfect to where, you know, it is an easy decision to come back. You know, so it was an easy decision for me. I'm blessed with the decision I made. I'm very happy with the decision I made. You know, easily never doubted the decision I made. So I think coming back was the best thing for me.
And I see that process as a positive, right? Yeah. Because you had to have learned so much about your game because you're getting so much feedback. Yeah. What was the most eye-opening, the most beneficial feedback that you got from that process?
I'd say just playing with the motor. You know, a lot of teams weren't worried about the shot, worried about the offensive stuff. It was just playing with a motor, guarded, rebounded. You know, a lot of these teams in the NBA, they have their star players that are going to make shots and do this and that. It's about getting great role players around them to help win championships. So I think that was the feedback I got. So now returning to Texas, you know, that's what I want my role to be, and that's what I made it to be.
And I know RT challenged you that it starts on the glass, and if you do that, everything else will fall into place. When did that really start to resonate and make sense with you?
I mean, as soon as I came back, and then, you know, going through the first couple of games where I was having double-doubles, and, you know, you hear a lot of good feedback coming back from, you know, my agents or my family and the coaching staff about, you know, this is what it's going to take to not only get to the next level, but to help this team win a championship. And, you know, that's my biggest goal right now. You know, I want to bring a championship to the 40 acres. So I think just, through the season went out and getting double-doubles, eating up the glass, no one's talking about the offensive stuff. Everybody's talking about, the rebounding, the defense. And that's what clicks for me, and that's what, I love to do.
Hey, and we've seen it. When you play defense, it leads to the offense as well. So we've got some great examples recently, right? This is a couple games here where you're getting some runouts and you're showing off with quickly becoming a signature dunk.
Yeah.
Break this down for me, D-Midge.
I don't know. It's something about, I'm a lefty.
Okay.
But I like, a lot of people, lefties like to jump off the right foot.
Yep.
I like to jump off my left foot and finish with my left hand. I don't know what it is, so everybody's always calling my phone like, man, you got to do something different. Like, but I'm like, look, 2 points is 2 points.
Yeah. And what else different could you do? Because you still got to make the dunk, right?
Yeah,
it's not like you're going for a 360 in that spot.
I mean, even if I did, it would be 2 points. I get the 360, but I ain't going to do nothing crazy. I'm just trying to get a bucket and get back on defense.
My favorite part of that dunk, the one that we just saw against West Virginia, the smile at the camera. How quickly, did you know the camera was there? Walk me through that. You just knew exactly what to do, man.
Our team always talks about playing with joy. I mean, and who wouldn't play with joy? I play this game not for anything else but to have fun and, to play with a smile. It brings a smile to my face. And, it's a lot of fun. So when you have moments like that and you see your teammates smiling and happy and the fans going crazy, all you can do is really smile and get back on defense.
I love it, too, because like you said, get back on defense. Yeah. It's not like you guys are just going out there and it's all just smiles and good times.
Yeah.
I mean, this team is nasty when it needs to be nasty. Yeah. You guys get after it. What is the upside for this group? What are you guys capable of doing?
We're capable of, the biggest thing is guarding. We have a team that can really guard. When we lock in and follow the scouting report that the coaches get, that's the biggest key. The offense will come.
Yeah.
We have players like Max. We have players Tyrese, Dylan Dessou, IT Kendall. We have players that can score the ball. But I think with us, when we start the games with a great, defensive mindset and come out really locked in on the scouting report and guarding, like you see against West Virginia, we were all locked in defense and knew our, the scouting report, knew what to do against each player one-on-one. And then the offensive side just falls. All right, what happens when you go one-on-one with Dylan Dessou? What's that matchup like? I don't know. I might have to see when we get back. I'm gonna let him. I don't know. I don't know.
And I would love to see it, man. I would love to see it because he's so problematic with his game. What does that do for a defender when you go up against Dylan?
It's hard because, he's big, so he could get past you off the dribble, and then he can really shoot the ball. So you got to pick your poison on him. It's a hard one for defenders to match up with.
Yeah, it's a great problem that you guys present because it's more than a 1-2 punch. I mean, this team is loaded right now, and I know great things are in the future for this team and you personally, professionally as well. Dylan Mitchell, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Great to catch up.